Wesley. It's your story. Go ahead and tell it how you want to tell it.
And big ass dude, and just wanted to start a fight.
For weeks to tell me, hey, you got a problem with me? Come, let's do business, right? Well, it turns out, in his Instagram story, he's saying it actually happened.
I mean, the whole thing was, it was self-defense, clear as day. I was sitting down on a bench. Dude came up. He's about 7 foot. And just wanted to start a fight.
For him.
I'm just sick
Why
of
are you
these
going to
pussies talking shit. And one showed up at the gym today. It's what fucking happened. The guy was 7 foot. I don't give a fuck what the fuck anyone wants to say. He wasn't a normal looking dude. He's a gangster looking motherfucker, okay? Straight up. I'm fine. The guy got served like a motherfucker. He's not fine, okay? So we had to wait for the cops to come because he was not okay. I couldn't just run off. It was self-defense. The gym called the cops, not me. I've never called the cops. I don't even fucking... Hey, I know it was my place. It was self-defense. Let him come see what happened.
A tough guy doesn't go and make a video.
This is an example why no one on YouTube should advertise someone to pull up. Because somebody will pull up. In this case, I don't think this guy pulled up to fight. Now, maybe you didn't call the cops, but I'm pretty sure you hung around to tell the cops what happened. And like you told everybody else, you were sitting on the bench getting ready to do curls, you were warming up, and this guy came and picked the fight.
Grinding, fighting back more pain than you could ever imagine. That pain turned into purpose. From the GP prison yard to general purpose out here, a greater purpose out here, which is changing through elevation. Now we're on my tennis court at their mega mansion, doing what built me in the penitentiary. This man was a CO on one of the yards that I frequented. First yard when I fell, 4-yard. Donovan facility. This man was a corrections officer. Now we're here being better.
It's not the workout, it's the fucking mindset. You gotta get around those who push you.
The equation is simple, really. You work hard, you don't bitch out. Learn to suffer and enjoy it. Suffer in training, succeed in battle, and never fucking...
Anybody recognize Hector Bravo, the prison guard? I always wondered why he never made any videos about Wesley. Now I know why, but that's another story. We'll save that for later. I just want to see if you guys recognize it. Kind of shocked me, but see him with his chest all pumped out? Hector Bravo, wow. Now what we have here can be a learning experience that everyone should pay attention to. Because no matter how tough you are, or what you've been through, and what you're capable of doing, once you established yourself in society and no longer in prison, it can be taken away, just like that. Some people made it a habit. I don't know if it's because it makes them sound tough or they're trying to impress people, but it's become a habit for people to say pull up. Now we all know what can happen if someone does pull up. If they have a weapon, a gun, or something like that, they can easily do harm to you. At the same time, if you deal with it and handle your business, and like in this case, Wesley got the better of them, it can jeopardize your freedom, and you can end up back in prison. Because one thing for sure, self-defense is only self-defense until the threat is no longer a threat. Once the threat is gone, it becomes assault. It becomes a decision you have to make in a split second, whether you want to remain free or you want to end up back in prison. In this case, I don't know why Wesley kept hitting on the guy. The guy was no longer a threat. But it became an assault after the threat wasn't no threat no more, and he kept punching this guy. Now what it doesn't show this guy, I think it was one of Wesley's friends, trying to hold him back. But he kept going. He kept going, and he hit this guy maybe 8 to 10 times more than he should have. When all he had to do was hold him down until the cops came. But he proceeded to assault this guy, and now I believe he's going to be arrested and charged with the assault. So everything that he worked for will be gone. Now I don't know if he tried to impress people or what his way of thinking was, but I know one thing for sure, that the video doesn't lie, and that's what they're gonna go by. Now I heard this guy was a special needs guy. Maybe he looked a little slow, or he looked like something was wrong with him. But according to John Bravo, shout out to John Bravo, he covers Wesley Watson like no other. So I know his what he says is credible. Now this guy was a special needs guy, or maybe a slow learner or something like that. But I think he approached Wesley because Wesley put out the time and the name of the gym so people can pull up. But I think this guy wanted to work out. I think he wanted to meet Wesley. As we notice in the video, he has a tank top on, some sweatpants. So it's obvious that he was into working out or lifting weights. And I think he wanted some advice, maybe even wanted to do a workout with Wesley. But Wesley, with his ego that he has, he refused. And he probably wanted this guy to get away from him. Well, this guy, um, the victim, as they say, he was a special needs guy. So maybe he didn't comprehend what he was saying. Maybe he didn't want to take no for an answer. Maybe he just wanted to work out with the guy. Maybe he just wanted to meet Wesley. And
To wait for the
Wesley,
cops to come because he was not okay. I couldn't just run off. It was self-defense. The gym called the cops, not me. I've never called the cops. I don't even fucking. Hey, I know it was my place. It was self-defense. Let them come see what happened.
Now, by watching that footage, we need more of the story because we don't see what happened prior. We don't see the confrontation. We don't have the backstory. We just see the pounding. We need to know what happened before all the pounding happens. So I reached out to employees, to the gym owner, to find out the full story. They told me the kid, he's not a member of that gym. He came on a day pass to work out that one day.
The incident that just occurred, the part that you don't see is when the guy is coming in on a day pass, not even a member, comes in, we open at 8 a.m.
And the front desk kid, he said, listen, this guy, he was on the spectrum. He was shaking like he's got Asperger's. He wasn't acting normal, special education, right?
All right.
this guy wasn't acting normal. He was shaking. Special education. He probably looked up to Wesley. He probably admired him. He just wanted to meet him. But it didn't go that way. It probably would have made his day, made his week, made his year if Wesley would have just did a workout with him. That's probably all he wanted. And Wesley, his brand is going down. So what's he gonna do? He's gonna want to get paid. Now we all hear stories about Wesley all over YouTube. People talk about him, how he takes advantage of people, how he ripped them off of their money. A lot of people weren't happy with their results, and they lost out on all their money. So people make YouTube videos about him, exposing him. So he has this chip on his shoulder now. Now he's more angrier than before, and with that, he wants to be paid because his brand is losing money. Well, this guy, he didn't want to talk about pain or anything like that. So Wesley wants to show this tough guy image that he has. He wants to show everybody that he's about that business. Wesley seen this opportunity and he took it to show people that he's a tough guy. For those of you who don't know or don't understand what people are saying about Wesley. This was his way of getting you guys to believe he is who he is. Well, that's my video, and I appreciate everyone for tapping in. Like I said, I'm still on the grind, I'm still learning, but as always, hope everyone's in good health. Hope your family and kids are safe. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.